can't compare me to nobody, cause you know that I am different. They be shooting shots at me, but you know they be missing. I just be getting my money, yeah, you know I stay winning. Did I hurt you? My bad, I wasn't trying to hurt your feelings.
All right, you guys, welcome back to another episode of Unfiltered Talks with Gio on part 2 with a very familiar face to the channel, Kaleigh and Cesar. So today what we're going to be talking about is thoughts over like working retail, whether it's like negative or like experiences that we've had and stuff. So we're going to give like each side, like things that have happened to me and things that have happened to both of them individually. So for number one...
My wiener's getting away from me. Sorry about that.
So for number one, what we're going to start with is what was both of y'all's individually, like y'all can tell me like the story of like the nastiest customer y'all had to deal with.
You go first.
Okay, so there was one time I had to deliver to this guy, absolute piece of crap car, like little hatchback. I think it was like a Ford, some sort of Ford. And I opened the trunk, and he's telling me to just put shit on top of moldy ass food. There was trash bags full of shit. I saw a roach crawl through that motherfucker, and he wanted me to put his food on top of that.
God.
His groceries.
His groceries, the shit he was gonna eat.
That's disgusting, bruh. Was it like an older guy though, or was it like a young dude?
He was like maybe
mid-30s.
No, he's like maybe 20, like late 20s.
Oh my god, bro, that's disgusting.
Like I saw a roach crawl through there. Like I said, the food was moldy. I smelled that shit all day. That's like one of the first people I delivered to that day, and oh my god, it was so bad.
That's disgusting, bro. And by delivered, he means like curbside, like taking the order out to like the customers and stuff. But damn, that's disgusting. What about you?
I would say mine. I hate the smell of cigarettes. Mine is one time I was like delivering an order to the car, like the curbside orders, and I remember she had like rolled down the window a little bit, and when I tell you all of the smell that was in that car was like blasted in my face, I literally gagged. I had to like step away. I had to say, "Oh, excuse me," and I turned around and acted like something was wrong with like the little TC thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I cannot do this. So I had to hold my breath and talk to her. I was like talking to her like with no air going through, and it was so embarrassing, and it stunk so bad. And she had a big order, so I had to do it for a while.
Oh my god.
It was so nasty.
No, and you know the worst part about like cigarettes, because like this is what I've noticed. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't think I'll ever smoke cigarettes because like that shit is disgusting. Mm-hmm. But I have noticed that if it's like cheap cigarettes, those are the ones that fucking stink. Mm-hmm. And if it's like the higher end cigarettes, like not crazy expensive, but like the pricier ones, they'll stink. But I don't know what it is about the odor. It's not as strong.
Yeah.
But like, for example, like there's this one brand, I don't even know what it's called, but it has like an Indian painted on the logo or something like that, or it's like it has like the feathers and stuff like that. I don't know what brand it is, but
Red Man.
I don't know, but one of those boxes that has that same logo on it, oh my god, bro, they smell horrible.
Yeah.
Bad. Like they can smoke one, and with that one they smell like they smoked the whole pack. It's horrible. I don't like cigarette smell. I don't know.
It lingers. So like if you are in an area where it smells, it's gonna stick to you. So like I smelled like that all day long because it stuck. Like, as soon as it the window.
Yeah, because you were putting the order in, and if it stunk that bad and you had to stay there for a while, of course you're gonna smell like cigarettes. But what I don't understand though, I think it's crazy how obviously cigarettes and cigars are different, but they're both made out of tobacco.
Yeah.
I don't understand why the smell of cigars, it don't bother me, and it doesn't smell as strong. Yeah. But when it comes to cigarettes, bro, fuck away from me, bro. Back up, because like
I don't really like the smell of cigars either, but I can stand them more than I can
Cause
cigarettes.
I don't know if it's like,
It's kind of sweeter in a way.
yeah, some of them do be smelling like candy in a way.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell as like, to where it's like, damn, like
Yeah.
I can't stand
Yeah.
the smell. But when it comes to like cigarettes, it's pretty bad. I don't like it.
Yeah, no, it's too strong. Like, it's just, I don't know. I can smell, especially because, like, now I work in property management, so I go in these people's apartments, and if they've been smoking, it's gonna smell, and I'm gonna smell like that because now I'm in this apartment that smells like it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like my worst thing.
Nah, for me, it was kind of something similar to what he was talking about. Like my worst experience on like for example, when it came to like dealing with the nasty customer, it was like I had to also take an order out to a customer.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, bro! It was like one of those old Dodge Rams. It was probably like a 90 something. It was one of those
Yeah.
old like it kind of looked, I don't know if you would understand, but like the front of it kind of looked like a Beetle, like that old Dodge model. I don't know if you've ever
Oh, yes,
seen
yes.
those trucks.
Yeah.
But they had a big ass order, right? It was a huge
Oh
order.
no.
But they had all their kids and like everybody in the car. And I was like, in my head, right? I was like, how the hell am I gonna fit all this shit when they literally have their whole fucking soccer team inside the freaking truck? And when I tell you that truck was so dirty, it was like dirty. Like old ketchup packets on the floor, chicken nuggets, fries, and like old like candy packages. Like it was like the kids in the back, as soon as they finished eating, the trash can was on the floor.
That's nasty.
And like the carpet wasn't even like grayish colored anymore. It was like black and shit. Like they've been stepping on that shit and just like getting it all over there. And like even the back of the seats was like dirty. Like you could
Where
you
the
could
kids
literally
wipe their fingers and shit.
yeah,
That's
bro. You
so
could tell the
gross.
difference between where the people were sitting, like the front of it, and it literally had like a line of like where it was like dirty and like the normal color of the seats. I was like, when I saw that shit, I was like, I should have just skipped that fucking order, bruh. But it was like, I was like, I don't think it's gonna fit. Just hand it to the kids. This is literally what the customer said. I was like, oh my God. So I was just giving them shit. And like, bro, the kids were like over here trying to like hold everything. And I was like, as soon as I was done, that I saw the last tote where the order was, I was like, but it smelled so bad. Like, I don't know if you've ever like gone somewhere, right? And you leave like maybe like leftovers in the car. Like, not like several days, but you know, like if you went to eat somewhere in the morning and you left it and it was a really hot day and now the odor is stuck in the car.
Yeah.
That's what it smelled like, but it was like a mix of shit, like a bunch of, cause like, bro, I'm
Just
telling you,
shit
nuggets,
getting
tenders,
leftover everywhere.
and like packs of sauce and shit just on the floor, and like gum stuck to the floor, candy, all that shit, like anything that you could imagine that would be like, that's gross, was on the floor.
And you gotta imagine too.
If that's how their car is, imagine their house. Bro.
Exactly. Like some people, like I can't stand whenever my truck isn't clean because it just makes me feel like I'm disgusting. Like right now, I have too many clothes in my truck, and I feel like I'm just
Hey,
nasty.
but that's clothes, bro.
Yeah.
At least you don't have like candy wrappers, food and shit. It's like I'm not the cleanest person, right? But like my car will be dirty every now and then. But even like where I'm staying at too, I don't keep it the cleanest all the time. But like when I see customers that are like that, I'm like, God damn, my car clean as hell, boy. Cause like, bro, like if I clean it and detail it the right way, it looks like it's a new car. Those motherfuckers are gonna spend over a rack on getting that car detailed because it was bad. I was telling her that it was like this old beat up Dodge, like 90 something, 80 something, I don't know exactly what year, but it was like I don't know if you've seen the front of the trucks, the older Dodge models that kind of look like a Beetle. Like it's that old design. That's what it was. Beat up truck, horrible, bruh. And the inside didn't look any better than the outside. But, bro, as soon as I even opened the door, I swear to God, bro, I opened the door and trash fell out. I was like, oh my God, bro. It wasn't like a big amount, but like packets and shit. And I was like I wanted to throw up, but I was like, I can't.
You're like, so I'm really bad at this right now.
And I was like, man, in my head, I was like, why the fuck did I take this order out? Why? Like, why?
You know what the worst part of it, stuff like that is? Since I work on trucks, a lot of people use their work trucks. They just leave fucking food everywhere.
Yeah.
And one time I crawled into I was fixing an old Chevy, and it was obvious that they were using it as a work truck. There's shit everywhere. I see like rolled up bags of chips on the dash and everything.
Yeah.
And well, I'm not thinking anything of it. It fucking stinks. But I'm not gonna be in the truck working on it. So I don't really care. I'm only gonna care whenever I drive it around to test it. And so I let the window down. I pulled it in about 3, and then I work on it for about 2 hours. I go home. I forgot that I left the window down. Fucking rat got into the truck. Fucking tore that shit up. I was finding Cheetos in places I've never fucking thought I would find Cheetos at. The whole fucking truck was just orange from where the rat was crawling around in that motherfucker.
What did you do,
to remedy it?
Yeah.
We gave the dude $200 and told him to go clean it.
Ain't no way.
That's all you can do. I vacuumed it. That's about it.
The rat was still in there though, right?
Probably. I don't check.
Hey, here's $200, bro. The rat tore that bitch up, but here's $200. Take it or leave it.
And I don't think the rat stayed in there because, especially on those trucks, I had that truck up in the air. So it was like 5 feet up in the air. So that motherfucker had to have crawled up there. And
that's crazy though.
Or it was already in the truck.
No, because it keeps happening to trucks. I don't think it was already in the truck. We had that. I think it was the same rat crawled into this really nice, like almost brand new truck, chewed a hole through the rear leather seats.
Oh hell! What did you do to remedy that one?
Oh, we had to buy him new seats.
It went from $200 to buying a whole new pair of seats.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy. Hell no.
It was bad. And so now our policy is you have to leave windows rolled up all the way, and you have to lock the truck. But even then, that motherfucker finds a way to get in there.
The same one rat.
I
Put
bet
traps in there.
Oh, we already set traps out.
Like in the trucks?
No,
You should
like
put it in the trucks.
he gets into the office because
You'll have a name for it too.
well, he opened a jar of peanut butter. The fucking rat chewed through the lid of a peanut butter jar and started fucking eating the peanut butter. So we get home.
Hey, not even Ratatouille saw that shit coming.
That's gonna be a buff ass rat because it ate a whole jar of peanut butter within a week.
Hey, that motherfucker was gassy too, I bet. A whole jar of peanut butter, bro.
And like every night we were setting like 3 blocks of poison, and it ate it every single time.
That shit the Terminator rat, bro. That ain't no regular rat, bro. That's a cyborg or some shit.
Put a camera on it to see what it looks like. Start naming it.
Oh, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
You can find out where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Buy a little GoPro and leave it there overnight and see what it gets.
Well, we have security cameras, but they're not going to catch a rat that's like maybe this big.
Are you sure the rat's that big? Sounds like maybe like that big.
Hey, watch it be one of them big ass New York rats, bro. This is long ass shit. That shit ain't no rat. That's a fucking raccoon, bro.
That's fucking Splinter. That's Master Splinter.
Shit. Alright, so going back in the topic because we went into rat eating peanut butter. Alright, so topic number 2 would be what has been the worst experience for y'all as a customer?
Well, the fucking truck died on me in a Cane's parking lot the other day. So I had to go into the Walmart, walked my happy ass in the 90-degree heat to go buy jumper cables. I go to the automotive section.
Parking lot.
Yeah. I go to the automotive section, and the jumper cables are all locked up and everything. And I go up to the lady at the counter, and she's like, "1 second, please." And I sat there for fucking 20 minutes waiting for her to unlock the case. And then after she got done doing whatever with the guy that was already in there, she goes over here to me. She's like, and no, she didn't even go over to me. I had to stop her right in her fucking tracks to tell her, "Hey, can you unlock the case so I can at least go check out somewhere else if you're not gonna help me?" And she, I gave her fucking attitude. I wasn't dealing with that shit today, cause truck shit on me. I was in the middle of a Cane's parking lot, and it was hot. So I'm not putting up with anything.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
I ask her for it. She unlocks it. She keeps it at the counter. I'm like, okay, so this is how you're gonna be. All right, I see how it is. And I pull up my app, and I'm like, oh, sometimes these fuckers are cheaper on the app. They'll price match.
Yeah.
Because they're supposed to, especially if it's through Walmart.
Yeah.
And so I go up onto the app, and I'm like, y'all price match, right? She's like, no. I was like, the fuck you don't. The fuck you don't. I bought these exact same jumper cables like a year ago.
Yeah.
Using the price match thing.
Yeah.
And they're like $20 cheaper. So it's not like it's a little difference. They're like half off through the app. So I was like, okay, well.
Were you not allowed to like take him to another register? Did you forcefully have to check it out there?
I had to check it out there, because as soon as she took it out, she put it like right underneath the counter, so I wouldn't be able to grab it. So I'm sitting there, and it already takes me like another 10 minutes for her to even try to check me out, and I'm sitting there talking to her about asking her if they'll price match, and I'm like, and she's like, yeah, a lot of the stuff sold through the app isn't delivered through Walmart. I was like, oh, okay. Well, these are the Walmart brand ones. These are the Walmart brand jumper cables. Y'all are the only ones that sell it. She's like, no, that's delivered through a third party. I was like, okay. Going on my app and shit, it tells you who it's sold and shit by.
Yeah.
And I scroll up to it, and I'm like, so the app is saying it's sold
and shipped by Walmart.
By Walmart. She's like, yeah, but it's delivered through a third party company. I was like, that's not us who delivers it. I was like, and I told her, bullshit. Because I know exactly how the process works. I used to do the process. I used to be the one that would go over to this fucking section and go grab shit to fulfill customer orders. And she wanted to sit there and give me attitude, and I'm like, these are literally Walmart branded jumper cables.
Yeah.
She's like, boo. And then I was like, you know what? Fine. I'm returning them. And, well, she also called me on the phone, and I wasn't being very quiet. I was like, she was like angry because she was already sitting in the truck in the heat. She's like, where the fuck are you? And I'm
I
like,
was dying.
I mean,
having heart palpitations. I was hot.
it's understandable, but like, come on, bro. Like,
yeah, well, she didn't know. And whenever I was on the phone.
No. Nah, I'm not saying that she didn't know, but I'm like, the lady is like,
yeah.
Bro, like, and it's like, let's say you were like on AutoZone or some shit. If you were to be like, nah, this is the same one, then it would be like, okay, but if you're showing proof and you're fucking proving that it's the same shit, oh, it's a third party. My ass, it's a third party, bro.
Exactly.
Like, come on.
Give me my fucking half off discount. Like, quit fucking playing with me. And so she calls me. She's like, where the fuck are you? And I tell her, oh, I'm dealing with this bitch at the counter. Singing loud as shit.
I think you called her a fat bitch. I don't think you just called her a bitch.
So,
you said that in front of the lady?
Oh, I had it on speaker and everything.
I didn't know. And I was like, I think you did say fat bitch. And I was like, fat bitch? Who's a fat bitch? And you're like, the lady at the counter. I didn't know I was on speaker. Oopsies.
And then there was a guy sitting on a bench, just on his phone, and he just immediately, fucking knives straight through me.
That's fucking funny, bro.
And so I grabbed my shit and I'm like, you know what? Fine, I'm just gonna fucking return them. These are literally the Walmart brand. You're sitting here and arguing with me, acting like I don't know what I'm talking about. And she's like, and then I'm walking out the door, you know, walking through the bays and everything where they change the oil. And as I open the door, she's like, "You fucking bitch." I was like,
You said fly phone. What'd you say?
it's like, what the fuck?
You want to say that again, ma'am? Hey, you should have fucking. Hey, they want to be Karens. Be like, hey, look, motherfucker. See the camera? You want to say that again, ma'am? You should have, bro.
That would have been funny.
She got my get back.
Put her on blast on the face.
Hey, no, you know what you should have said? You should have been like, oh yeah, I'm a bitch. At least I'm not a fat bitch.
But nah, that has got to be the fucking worst thing. Because I don't think she understood. Because I told her straight up that I used to work there.
Yeah.
And I don't think she understood that I knew exactly how that shit worked. And it pissed me off. That whole day, I was so mad and I couldn't stop thinking about it. And I was like,
He is over here driving that fucking fat bitch.
Yes, he was. We were stopped at a light. Like a day later, we were stopped at a light, and he's like, man, that lady was a bitch. And I was like, I already know who he's talking about. I was like, what lady? But I already knew. And he was like, the one at Walmart. And I was like, oh
Hey,
my
next
God.
time you go, what up, fat bitch? Remember me?
and
I still want those jumper.
I wanna order some and I'm gonna tell her,
You should order some and then try to return them for the price that you got.
You remember the price I showed you? Yeah, that's the price I want.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I don't know off the top of my head.
You've never had an experience as a customer that's been bad?
I'm
It
sure
could be
I've
like
had
fast
plenty.
food or fucking.
Okay, I don't have one that's necessarily like bad. I've just had one that's like kind of like, what the fuck are you doing? When I was at IHOP, it always happens at IHOP. But when I was eating at IHOP, I was like, I had just gotten my food. Like this is like so true. So I just got my food, and the server was like asking us if we needed anything, and I was like, no, I'm good. You know, I'm starting to eat my food, and I like take a bite. Like it was like a pancake, so I was cutting it, and I have a pancake on my thing. He takes my plate, has a to-go container, and dumps my pancake in the. I'm still like mid-bite. I'm like. and,
Were you there?
no.
Oh.
and my cousin was. She can vouch. But to-go container is like right here. Takes my plate, doesn't say anything to me, dumps the pancakes and everything that was on the pancake and on the plate in this to-go container, like all together. And I don't like my foods touching each other. Like it just grosses me out. So I'm like I'm still like what is going on? And then he closes it up and hands it to me and said, "Are you ready for the ticket?" And I'm like, you literally gave me my food 5 minutes ago. What is going on? He just wants me out of here. And he didn't do that to my cousin, just to me. And so I was like, okay. And so he gave me the ticket and he's like, you'll have a good night. And I'm like,
Just don't leave. Just pay and stay.
I was like, I did. I opened the to-go container. I just kept eating out of the to-go container because I was hungry.
Nah, that's fucked up though.
Oh, there were a couple bad. We've had terrible waiters.
We have, but I don't
Okay, so let's switch it up. You said IHOP, right?
know.
What about both of y'all together? Like, have y'all gone to a restaurant where it's like, oh my god?
The fucking Buffalo Bros.
Have you ever gone to Buffalo Bros?
No, what's
It's
that?
in
It's in
downtown.
downtown.
It's a sports bar, like wings and all that. You know.
And it's called what?
Buffalo Bros.
Buffalo Bros. Downtown Fort Worth?
Yeah. The food's okay.
It's not like super well known.
But it's good. Well, I guess it is
It-
well known. It's always packed.
It's well known, but it's only like
Like
by
a
word of
local,
mouth.
well known. If you
Yeah.
know, you know type
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I think it's a corporate thing though. Like I think it's multiple. I don't know.
All right,
Yeah,
y'all tell
regardless.
me and I'll look it up. Your Buffalo Bros, y'all said?
yeah.
Okay.
So we go to Buffalo Bros with my siblings, and you know it takes for Oh, we got seated pretty quick.
We got seated right away because it's kind of like a seat yourself.
Yeah. And so we're sitting there for like, I want to say like, what, 15, 20 minutes?
Oh, okay. I've seen the logo and like I think I've driven by there, but I've never like
Actually
stopped.
sat there.
Yeah. Okay, bet.
So we go in there. That's what my siblings want to eat. So we go over there and, we get sat immediately. 20, 15 minutes go by. And I'm like, where the fuck is our server? And then
At this point, we already know what we want without the server even giving us a menu. We had to look it up on our phone.
Yeah. Because we were already there for so long and we were hungry.
Yeah.
So we were like, well, even if whenever the server comes, we'll already have our order.
Already know how to order. Yeah.
And
because we were trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. It was very busy, and we didn't know who our server was at this point.
so it's not like we would,
Yeah.
be mad. So we sit there for 20 minutes. This other server notices that we haven't been helped.
Yeah.
So she comes by and she's like, "Oh my God, y'all have been. I've seen y'all sitting there for like 15 minutes, and your server just walked by y'all 4 times."
We're like, what? We're like, no.
And so she gives us our menu. She got her drink ordered too, didn't she?
Got her drink
She
order.
got her drink order, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go tell your server to check in with y'all. That way y'all
Get your
can
food
order
and everything, yeah.
And so
But she was implying that this was a common problem with this server.
yeah, the
when
way
she
she
was
was saying
talking
it.
Oh.
Yeah. So we sit there. It had to be another 10 minutes.
It was like another 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh my
Before.
God.
So at this
bruh.
point, we're already like 30, almost 40 minutes into sitting at this restaurant, and we haven't seen the server at all. So he finally shows up, and he takes our order and everything. He's pretty quiet about. He's like very like soft spoken. Like, and you wouldn't think of it as anything. So we're waiting for our food, and it takes another like 30 minutes for us all to get our food.
Yeah.
So we're just sitting there, fucking the Logan Paul WWE wrestling was on, so we were pretty fairly entertained by that.
Yeah.
And so we waited 30 minutes. We got our food.
It was probably longer than 30 minutes, but we were like so focused on the show.
Oh yeah. Y'all were really entertained then.
It's because they brought out like a huge like Prime bottle, and then there was
They were like fighting. Somebody jumped like out of the ring and started fighting the Prime bottle guy.
Oh, okay. I seen the clips on TikTok. I know what match y'all are talking about. Okay.
So it was that day, and so we finally get our food. We're trying to eat. What were you trying to get? Ranch? Or what was it? You wanted something.
I think it was ranch.
Was it? Well, we were trying to get the server to come back, and my little brother's like out of it. He's like maybe 12. He's 12 now, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's about to be 12, and he's kind of over it too. So me, her, and my sister all kind of hyping him up to try to get his attention.
Because the guy was just ignoring us. Like, he was at the other tables.
Oh yeah, we saw him walk by like 3
He was
times.
walking at other tables.
All our drinks were empty. Like, it was bad. Like that, I ate a whole 2 slices of pizza and like 6 wings, all bone fucking dry, because he didn't refill my drink once. And so we were trying to get his attention, and my little brother's over, so we kept typing him up. He's like, "Angel, just yell at him, say something." And he's right.
That's why the story makes me laugh. This is the only reason why.
And the server's standing like right behind him. Imagine this like little 12-year-old kid.
And he's very quiet. Like, he doesn't say much. But we were like hyping him up to say something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, y'all are bad influences, bro.
And so we get him hyped up enough to actually say something. He's like, "Angel, he's right behind you. Say something." And then he goes, "Hey!"
He literally said, he turns around because the guy is
He stares him dead in the eyes, and he says, "Hey!" And then the guy just looking around, trying to see who said that. He didn't.
No, the guy, Angel, his brother, was like, "Hey," and then he was like, "Excuse me," because he wasn't paying attention. and then he was like, "Oh," and then he looked looks at him, and then it completely ignores him.
No, hell no, bro.
We all busted out laughing because even the table that he was talking to realized where it came from. So we were all
Oh, so did your brother make his voice deep so that they would hear him and they didn't know where it came from either?
No, he knew. The guy
No,
knew. He
no,
was
no,
just
the
ignoring.
table.
Oh, yeah. It was so funny. There was no.
How many times did he try to get his attention? Was that the only time?
No, it was
he
a
did it
couple
twice.
times.
Every time he walked by, he would say, "Hey."
And then he doesn't talk very much. If he doesn't know you, he's not gonna say anything to you. And so, like, for him to turn around and be like, "Hey, excuse me," it was like everyone was like, "Oh my god."
Bro, y'all should have filmed that shit, bro. We could have added it to the clips.
That would have been funny. I wish I did. That was like the funniest thing ever.
He only came by to ask if we wanted to go boxes too. By the end of it. We were already there for like an hour and a half, and he only came by one more time, other than to drop our. He didn't even drop the food off. He just came by to take the order.
Damn, so another server came and dropped the food off?
And then
Damn,
to get
that's
the
crazy.
check, I had to get some other person's attention. I couldn't get his attention. I tried. I was embarrassed, but I tried. Because I was like, "Hello."
You should have done the same thing. Hey, excuse me.
That was the second time, is to get his attention to give us the check. Because we were sitting there for another like 30 minutes waiting on the check.
That's insane. Man, I'm trying to think.
Whenever I was selling solar, I had people call me wetback, and
Nah.
we were calling in Boston, and you know the Boston accent.
Oh, no.
Oh, that is so real. We called a crack dealer, and we set up an appointment with him, and the guy actually showed up to the solar consultation, and it turns out it was just a shack. The guy showed up to a shack. It was a crack house. It was so bad.
Hell nah.
He kept over the phone. He kept kept asking if the solar panels would be a good place to stash stuff.
Nah, did he really? Oh my god, hell nah. Nah, that's crazy.
That's more so of a funny story, though.
Let me see.
We can always come back to it.
Okay. It came back right now that you said that. Okay, so this is like a story that I haven't even really talked about, but hopefully we get like deep into it either here or like in another podcast if I do it with somebody else. But there was a time period, like probably like 2020, 2021, something like that. I had to do DoorDash.
Oh, no.
Cause like I had to get money. So I was DoorDashing, right? And bro, DoorDashing is a fucking headache, bro. It's fucking horrible. So this lady, right? I guess her daughter placed in the order for like some flowers and shit. And like you can deliver that shit, right? Oh my god, bro. It was a fucking pain because like it had water in it and shit. And like I had to take it in my car, bro. So like down in Fort Worth and shit, like a lot of those roads.
Oh, you were doing it in Fort Worth?
Yeah. Cause like, bro, you can't do that shit here in Weatherford or fucking over in Granbury and shit. Cause like it's not that big and there's not many places you can like get it from. Cause like not a lot of places are adding. Yeah, like they don't really have DoorDash added as to like where you can order to go shit, right? So Fort Worth and like the Dallas area and all that stuff, they're really big where it's like gas stations have the DoorDash option where you can like get shit from there, like ice and shit, and like stores for like balloons and all that shit, right? Okay. So I guess this lady's daughter, right, made the order without telling the mom because it was like her birthday. Excuse me. It was like her birthday or some kind of celebration that the mom was having, right? So I guess the daughter was smart enough to put the mom's phone number as the customer's number instead of putting her fucking number. So I call this lady, right? And I was like, yeah, I think I'm outside your house with like the flower delivery, this, and that, right? Y'all know where this shit is going. And she was like, at first she was like the sweetest lady, right? She was like, oh no, I'm sorry. You might have had the wrong number. Are you sure this is the address? And I repeat the address. I was like, well, it does seem like it's my address, but I didn't order any flowers. So if you have them on you, I'm sorry, but I think you're going to have to return it. And then she's like, I hope you have a good day. Thank you for letting me know either way, right? She hangs up, right? So I'm there and I'm like, what the fuck? So I was like, maybe the GPS fucked up and it took me to the wrong house, right? So I drive off just minding my business, right? So, and I reset the GPS. So like I just drive off in the neighborhood and put the GPS again. And I was like, maybe it like stuttered or something and it took me to the wrong house, right? I end up at the same house, right? And I was like, maybe something happened that when I called the number, it was the wrong person or something. Because like there's been cases where I call a phone number if it's not registered and somebody else picks up.
Yeah.
So I was like, maybe that's what happened, right? I'll call the number again. And I was like, yeah, this is so-and-so. I have your flower delivery. This isn't it. And you can just hear her in the background. Oh my God. I already said I don't want no flowers. I didn't order no flowers. This is not my fucking order. I need you to take the fucking flowers back. And I was like, ma'am, but I've been like checking on the GPS and this is the address and this is the number that's placed in. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, what's next? I don't know. Take them shits back. She hangs up. I was like, oh my God. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just get off and knock. So I got off, right?
Oh no.
I knocked the door. She opens the door. Hi, can I help you? I was like, yeah, this is so-and-so. I have your flower delivery. And she was like, I already told you I didn't want like, and you just see her fucking stomping on the floor and shit saying, that's not my flowers. And then her daughter like runs downstairs. I guess she heard all the fucking like noise in her room. And she was like, oh mom, no. I ordered those for you. Like that's for you. And she was like, I didn't make no fucking flower delivery. And it was like, the lady told the daughter, is like, no, I'm telling you, I ordered the flowers, those are for you. And then she was like, oh. And then she just looks at me and she was like, I'm sorry, darling. I was like, bitch. I was like, you literally made me go through all that bullshit. I wasted gas going around your whole fucking neighborhood.
Was it a nice neighborhood or no?
Yeah, it was a nice ass neighborhood. Like, shit, I know I don't got money like that, but that shit made me feel like I was broke. Like, that neighborhood was nice, like, nice. It was like gated community and everything, but it was like those nice ass houses, right? And I was like, God damn, you made me go through all that bullshit. Go through the fucking whole ass neighborhood type shit. Call you several times and you be like, take them shits back. Here I am, my dumb ass, getting all the fucking flowers and shit out. And then the daughter felt so bad. I got a good ass tip though. She gave me like $50 or some shit. And she was like, as soon as we were done, cause she helped me unload all the flowers, and she was like, here you go, like, here's your tip, this and that. And I was like, no, y'all don't have to give me that. Like, that's cool. She's like, give me your hand. And I gave her my hand and she puts it in my hand, right? And she's like, she closes my hand and she's like, take it. Have a good day. And like, she just passed my bag and she's like, thank you for the flowers. In my head, I was like, fucking bitches. And I was like, thank you for the tip, right? But in my head, I was like, God damn, bro. Like,
the things you have to go through.
Like, I was like, damn, fuck this shit.
Couldn't have been 50 more.
What's that?
Couldn't have been 50 more.
I was like, gas is pretty high. Can you give me 50 more? I should have said some shit like that.
Should have been like,
You made me go around the whole block, like, at least 20.
I spun this motherfucker twice.
Oh my, but I was so mad because, like, bro, I'm over here like a dumbass driving, trying to fucking hold the flowers and shit. Any little bump, I'm like, oh shit. Because, like, I don't want none of that shit to spill, bro.
Have you ever seen those water, like the water cup videos?
Yeah, like, wait, bro. And I was like, fucking, that's how I felt, but the flowers are over here. I'm like this, bro. I'm like driving like this, and I'm like, trying to hold all the flowers not to move and shit. And like, bro, those roads are horrible. You just fucking, I'm driving and, oh shit, goddamn. Like, nah, hell no. I was pissed because like I was calling and I'm like,
Trying to dodge the potholes.
bro, in my head, I'm like, okay, if this isn't the customer, I already drove all the way over here. I have what they ordered. What the fuck do I do next? Like, cause like in my head, I was like, okay, I called, they're not here. And in my head, when I went to go knock, I was like, if this is not the customer, what do I do at this point? Obviously, you would call the fucking DoorDash customer service number, but like, if they're like, okay, then just take it back. What the fuck? I have to take the whole shit back, bro? Like, hell no. And like, that lady, like, I'm explaining to you, and it's probably like funny the way I'm explaining, but like, if you would have seen like how it went down, you would have been like, damn, that lady was a bitch. Because she was like rude as fuck, and I was like, man, whose daughter was smart enough to put their mom's fucking number as the calling number without the fucking mom knowing? I'm like, bro, if you're making the order, just leave your shit there, put your number, that way you know that I'm coming. I was like, damn. I had to really think about it. I forgot about that incident, and you just like now brought it back. Oh my God. That pissed me off, bro.
Fucking $50 in hand. You a bitch.
I was like, you a bitch. You made me go around your block. Hey, at least I'm not a fat bitch.
I'm imagining you thinking about it as you're driving home and you're going to go get gas and you're like using the $50 she gave you.
Hey, real shit, I used that to put gas and I bought my lunch that day with that money. Fuck it.
You said that bitch was paying for my lunch too.
Hell yeah, make that money go long ways, bro. Shit. Okay, so topic number 3. Wait, we all gave our worst experiences. Okay, so what about thoughts on backseat drivers, as in like people that try to make you or tell you how to do your job when you clearly know how to do your job?
Well, it's happened more whenever I was a curbside delivery person. Like people, holy shit.
Nah, you know what pisses me off right now that you're saying like when it happened, like, bro, it'll always be the fucking people that are new there.
Mm-hmm.
Like not new, but like they obviously got there way after you were already there, and they're like, nah, you gotta do this way, or you're supposed to do that like this. In my head, I'm like, bitch, you think I don't know how I'm supposed to fucking do? I've been here longer than you, motherfucker. Like, shit, you're trying to tell me how to do my fucking job, fat bitch. What happened to you though? Because you seem like,
Nah, it's the way some of the customers are. Like whenever you're loading the groceries in and everything, like, oh, make sure you put the heavy stuff on the bottom.
like, no shit, bitch. You think I'm gonna put the bread on the bottom so that way it's not a sandwich bread no more? It's a fucking.
They would say that a lot about the bread.
Yeah.
They're like, just make sure you don't put the bread at the bottom. No shit.
No, I'm gonna throw the 36 pack of water bottles you bought on top of your bread.
Just because I'm like that.
Yeah.
Fucking quit.
I probably have on accident, but.
Hey,
On
it could, yeah. Yeah, accident. Nah.
Wasn't there some? I remember someone throwing a milk jug in the back of
Yes.
someone's car and it like blew up.
No.
Like it just exploded
Yeah,
everywhere.
they threw it in You know what though? Someone put I had to go back out to a car to get somebody new milk because somebody put the milk under a case of water. They threw the case of water on top of milk and the milk went out the top of the jug onto the car. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know how that could have happened.
Hey, no way. No, some of the people that do be loading the groceries are stupid as fuck.
Uh-huh.
So I guess maybe.
Oh, and then they also, especially whenever you're trying to prepare the order, they'll tell you how to do it. I was like,
Side-eye.
okay.
Bitch.
Fat bitch.
Nah.
Mine is when, because I obviously work in an apartment, mine is when people who are like moving in say, oh, shouldn't my lease say this, this, and this? No, it shouldn't. Like what? They're like,
Nah, yeah.
they're
Cause
like-
like I see what you're saying. Cause like you know exactly how the process is, and they try to be like, isn't it supposed to be like this? And it's like, no,
they're like, I've
I'm
never
literally.
done this before. Well, then why are you telling me what to do? I'm trying to help you. They'll do that, and then like especially when they like go to pay their rent, they're like, I don't know how the best way to explain this is, but like when they go to pay their rent, they're like, well, I paid it, and y'all should have that in your system, and you should be doing it this way. Okay, yeah, I'll just do it that way from now on. Like, there's no better way to do it. Okay.
Or it's like people that are like, they don't have experience in like the system of wherever you're working and everything.
Yeah.
And then they start telling you how everything is supposed to go. Like the order management, like the order management sites. I remember, who was it? There was someone that kept trying to tell me how to navigate through it.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I was already navigating that thing for like 3 months, and I was the one that was running the whole fucking thing. And they're like, "Oh no, that's not how you do it. That's not how you check where an order is and all that other bull crap." And dude, it is so
You know what I think
infuriating.
is funny? That I'm like, yes, take that, bitch. When, like, let's say, in this case, like what you're saying, like, let's say you're taking a order out, right? And they're like, oh no, you're missing this, and this in my order. And then you know how you can check the order, like exactly what's on there, and you show it to them, and they're like, let me speak to your manager. And then the manager goes out and says the same exact shit, and they try to give them shit for it now. And like now it's like, bro, you said you wanted to speak to me, then the manager, and you're still giving them shit. It's like, bro, they're telling you the same bullshit, bro. Like, what do you want us to do? And they're like, I'm gonna report y'all to fucking HR or whatever. Like the number that you call to report is like, okay, cool. Like we literally have the fucking proof. They're gonna see the same shit. They're probably gonna tell you the same thing.
Have you ever had
And then
someone...
the people that they call, it's just the Indian call center.
Have you ever had a customer be like, yeah, you're missing this, and this? And I'm like, okay, can you show me like where on your screen that you ordered it? They didn't order it. They didn't order it. They're like, yeah, it was right here like 5 minutes
they
ago.
can't find it.
They're like,
Well,
it was right here 5 minutes
if
ago.
you need it, it's 10 minutes to go inside and go buy it. Bitch, like it'll still be there even if it was 5 minutes
I had
ago.
a customer say, oh, what was it? I think it was like totes, like the storage containers.
Yeah.
She was like, it says that y'all are out of stock of them.
Excuse me.
It says, y'all are out of stock of them here, but I bet you if I walk inside, they're going to be in there. And I literally looked at her and said, oh, well then you'll have no problem walking inside and seeing if they're in there. Because she pissed me off. And she was like, that's your job. And I was like, yeah, but I mean, if somebody else looked and wasn't in stock.
Yeah.
So if you think that they're in stock, then you can go inside and check to see if they're
No,
in stock.
you know what pisses me off about like some of these customers too is like they'll be like, I'm sure you have some in the back, right? Okay. You go genuinely check, right?
Break. It's his dad.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bruh.
we're going to see 21 Savage next Wednesday.
Wait, are y'all really?
Yeah.
$25 a ticket.
Are y'all on the lawn?
Yeah.
Bro, nah.
See,
I'm going.
Uh-oh.
I'm going, bro. I'm going. I swear to God.
Are you
I'm going with one of my buddies, yes.
For the $25 concert week or whatever?
No.
How much did you pay for yours?
30.
I didn't pay shit. Yeah. But nah, I think it was like $40-something, but it's the lawn ticket. Like,
Yeah, we also had to, like, I went ahead and rented the actual, like, chair. Because you're going to want a chair. Also, my property manager said, well, you can rent it while you're there. You can still rent it while you're there. But my property manager said get there really early so you can get up front. That's what we're doing. We're going to get there really early.
well, I mean, the earliest I'm probably going to be able to get out at work is 4.
That's fine. I'm not leaving until 3:30.
Oh, yeah, but I have to go pick my friend up.
Oh.
And it's a 30-minute drive where he's at.
You could do.
Wait, are we allowed to take our own lawn chairs? Oh,
I was about to bust out my O'Reilly's
It,
lawn chair.
it's $12.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I did have an O'Reilly's lawn chair.
he does. He uses it as a gaming chair.
Hey, fuck it.
No, but It's $25 concert week. So basically, if you go on this website, you can get like multiple concerts for $25. Like Junior H is going on sale tomorrow.
You're such a cutie.
I was gonna get him a ticket, probably, maybe.
I would go to his, but I don't really listen to his music like
It's
that.
more so for him and his sister.
Yeah, I know like 3 songs, but like I fuck with his music, but I'm not like.
There's a lot of good ones on there, like podcast people too. Ow.
Oh really? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Nah,
It's
I'm going with him because he got the tickets.
It's
and
Live Nation. That's what it's called.
Yeah, it's well, Live Nation. Live Nation is the venue owners, which is like they own several venues, and that's like the event organizers. Is basically
because
what it is.
that's what the website is that I go on to get the tickets. Because it's like concert week, but it's not like the best seats, but it's still $25, and I'm still going to a concert when I wasn't before.
Technical difficulties, but we're back. So what I was gonna say is that what really pisses me off sometimes is like, let's say a customer is like, "Are you sure you don't have any of the so-and-so item in the back, right?" You go check, right? And then you're like, "Oh, we don't have any." "Oh, okay, thank you. Like, thank you for checking." You walk away, or you're still in the like premises or whatever, and they proceed to ask another associate the same ass question. And in my head, I'm like, bitch, they're gonna tell you the same shit, bruh. Like, if we don't have any and I went to go check, they're gonna go check. It's not like I was like keeping it for myself, bruh. Like, or what'll piss me off too is like on holiday times. Obviously, a lot of that shit is gonna go out of stock. Like, you think that we want so much of it that we're keeping it for ourselves in the back? Like, if it's out of stock, it's out of stock. When Thanksgiving and Christmas comes around,
And then they try to make you
my
feel
God.
bad. They try to make you feel, well, that was for my 3-year-old daughter. Yeah.
or they'll be like, I really wanted to buy this and like, I was hoping you guys had it, this and that, the day of. Bitch, you had 2 weeks to come and get it, and you specifically decided to come the day we're gonna be sold out. Really, bitch?
It's like
really?
people trying to buy turkey on Thanksgiving.
Bro, okay, let's be honest. You're buying a frozen ass turkey. How do you expect to thaw it out and put it in the fucking fryer? You gonna put that bitch in the fryer, that shit gonna fucking burn, like, it's frozen, it's gonna fucking go crazy. Your shit gonna be burnt, bruh. That shit ain't even gonna cook. That shit gonna fucking be, you bite that, that shit gonna give you salmonella. The center of that shit ain't gonna be cooked. Hell no. But yeah, these
like,
customers be crazy.
It's like walking into the back and then just.
You see those videos? It's like when the customer asks me to go check in the back. You're just in the back and like. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. We don't have me in the back. Like, you didn't just go back there and dance for 30 seconds and shit, do the Dougie and shit. Hell nah. Nah, but yeah, those customers be really getting on my nerves and shit. Did y'all ever have anything like that happen?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, all the time.
Oh,
Like,
for real?
Yeah, especially whenever I would deliver. Oh my God. They would tell me, "Oh, can you go check in the store for me?" I was like, okay. I mean, it gives me an excuse not to be back there. So,
Yeah.
Or it's
so
like when they're missing one like spice out of their whole grocery thing, they're like, "Well, that was for my dinner tonight." Okay, well, find something
Bitch,
else.
there's 3-4 more other stores you can go check and see if they have it if you really need it for tonight.
There's a McDonald's up the
Look, bitch, if you can't make dinner tonight, there's a Wingstop across the street, McDonald's across the street. There's a fucking Cane's in the same parking lot, you bitch. And then there's also a fucking Panda in the same parking lot. And if you want to go a little farther, there's a Taco Bell up the street if you want to get the runs.
We're just saving you money by not giving that spice to you.
Just start giving her coupons for the restaurant.
Hey, and a little bit better if they're expired. That way it doesn't even work.
Just put up shit like a paper.
So as a matter of fact, here you go.
Here you go. Here's the menu of coupons that you can have, man. You can choose whichever one. Nah, but okay. Let's see. We did that. So, next topic.
Where's the chair?
Rudest. And And then I get a whiff of it. No, it wasn't.
Puts him on blast.
What about, did we already talk about rudest customer experience? Like,
As a customer, yeah.
no. Customer to you.
Oh, customer being a bitch to me.
Gets monetized.
I don't think I. Nah, usually the one guy that was mean to me once ended up giving me like sneaking in like a $50 into my into my pocket.
Snuck $50 into your pocket.
Open your pocket, son.
Here you
Trick
go.
or treat.
Well, not really. He kind of just dropped it in my totes, and I didn't realize it.
Into your pocket. Bro, open your pocket and snuck it in there.
He was like, he goes up to you. Don't say a word. He's like, he was like. Hey, he gonna pull up thinking he's Romeo Santos. Solo escuchar. Las palabras de Romeo. And you just hear in the background, son las 5 de la mañana.
My mom used to watch that shit all the time.
Oh my god. No, I'm fucking crying, bro. That's just funny. Nah, okay. What about you, Katie? Did you ever have like a really bad customer experience? Like a customer going off on you or something?
Like when the lady tried to fight me with her kids in the car.
Nah.
I told you this earlier, didn't I?
Nah, no way, bro.
Yeah, so basically, one time I was, it was like after 8 when the team lead leaves, and so obviously the team lead wants to be gone. She's not supposed to be there. And so I was taking this order out, and I can't remember off the top of my head why she was mad, like this customer was mad, but she started like yelling at me. And she was like, I've been sitting here for 30 minutes. She was sitting there for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And she's like, I've been sitting here for 30 minutes. My kids are hungry. This is my dinner. Da, da, da. And I'm like, okay, like, it's fine. Like, I'm just going to, start these substitutions. Okay. She's like, no, they're not okay. Why don't you have what I ordered? Da, da, da. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I mean, if you wanted to look for it in the store, like, just, go inside and look for it in the store. But, whatever. And at this time, I was being nice because I was like, kids are in the car. Like, I don't want to cause a scene, whatever.
Yeah.
And so she was like, she was getting rude. And she was getting really mad really fast. So I'm just sitting here like, I'm still in high school. What do I do? And so I'm like looking around to see if anybody else is out. And nobody else was out there. And so she starts yelling at me. And I'm like, I don't even know what she's yelling at me for. She starts bawling her eyes out, and I'm like, this is not happening right now. Like, I'm like just a girl. Like,
yeah, you were
please.
embarrassed, of course.
Yeah, I was like, what is
the
going
fuck
on?
do I do?
And her kid's like, mommy, and I'm like, oh my god. And this bitch gets out of her car, and she's like, you better fucking run, da, da, da. And she's like telling me that she's gonna fight me. She's like, I'm gonna beat your ass right here. And I'm like looking at her kids, and her kids are like bawling her eyes out, and I'm like, I was like, if you put your hands on me, you're touching a minor. And she's like, go get your manager. Da, da, da. I'm like, okay. So I just walked back inside. I'm like, hey, beep. I was like, can you come outside? Like, this lady's like actually out of the car, like trying to fight me right now. And so she did. Like, she came out there and she's like, but I was still just like, what is this bitch's problem? Like, why? She's like crazy. Like, why are you trying to get out of your car screaming at me, trying to fight me in front of your kids? And they're little.
Over some dinner.
They were like 4.
Again, I repeat, I have some coupons for McDonald's if you'd like some.
No, I did. I was like, I literally turned around. I was like, I don't know what your problem is, but you need to calm the fuck down.
Yeah, you should have been like, look, I'll even give you my McDonald's rewards.
I have here.
What do you want? You want a 10-piece McNugget? What else? Yo, kids want a Happy Meal since they're sad? Hopefully they get happy after that. Nah, okay, so for me, I was like, bruh, if I didn't care about my job, I would have socked that motherfucker in the face, bro. Like, real talk. So this was like an old dude, right?
Oh no.
Like, not super old, but not super young either. Like, I still could have, like, if I would have beaten his ass, it wouldn't look that bad. So, like, this customer, right?
Elderly
We're
abuse.
taking
Presses the
fucking,
button.
hey, the FBI comes through your door. We got him. Slam that shit. Nah, but
The help I fall and I can't get up button presses it.
he has his fucking what's it called?
Life alert.
Life alert. Just like, help! I've fallen. I can't get up.
You lightly tap him.
Kick the cane.
Fucking Fortnite dance on it.
And then press the button for him.
Just fucking
He fell. I mean, I tipped him over.
just start hitting the gritty on him.
My foot got caught in his cane.
I was putting his order inside and he put his cane and I went and he just fell.
I don't know
Lost
what
balance. It was too windy. He fell over. Nah,
Wait,
but
knock
okay.
me
So
down.
I'll walk out, right? I'm taking the order out, and I'm about to load that bitch in, right? Pause. No Diddy. Anyways, I'm about to put the groceries in the trunk, and like as soon as I pull up, because you know how you have to ask for the name and everything, right? Oh, is this an order for so and so? This and that, right? He was like, yeah, but like really rude. Like the vibe was off, and he was like, excuse me, can anybody else load up my groceries for me? And I was like, what the fuck?
Food.
And then he was like, I would like somebody else to load my groceries for me. And I was like, why? He's like, I don't really like your kind touching my stuff. And I was like, this motherfucker, like, that's worse than calling me a wetback. I don't want anybody of your kind touching my stuff. I was like,
the whole back room was Mexicans.
yeah, bro. This was summertime, bro. What else? Like, come on, bro. So
Send another one round.
I don't want your bean ass either. Give me the other Mexican. And then and then I was like, but like, what's the problem? Like, what's the issue? Huh?
Was it a white guy?
Of course.
I just-
Come on, bro. Like,
Nah, it was another
hey,
Mexican.
who did you think? What did you think it was the Indian guy from the customer service? But nah, yeah. So I'll take the order out, right? And he was like, yeah, I don't want any of your kind of people to be loading my groceries up, right? And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was low-key offended, right? I was like, man, you old motherfucker. Like, I was like, in my head, I was like, I really didn't give a fuck. Like, because, like, he was being rude as fuck, too. Like, he wasn't even, like, I mean, at this point, you can't even be respectful because, like, that's already, like, offensive. But he was like, yeah, I don't want any of your kind to be loading my groceries up. I was like, motherfucker. So I was like, okay, I'll go get somebody else. I told the manager at the time, whoever it was, like, back there, and I don't even know who they ended up sending. But I just didn't deal with it. And I think after that, they sent me to go, like, actually pick orders instead of, like, stay back there. Because I was like, man, I'm not dealing with that shit no more, bro. Like, send somebody else out. I'm done. Like, if y'all need me, y'all can call me, but I'm going to go pick. And then they were like, okay, that's fine. And I think they swapped somebody or something like that. This was, like, towards the end of my shift, but it was probably, like, 2 or 3 hours before it ended, so it wasn't really that bad. But I was like, God damn, but he was rude as hell. Like, and he had that country accent. He was like, yeah, I don't want any of your kind to be loading my groceries up. I was like, you fucking bitch ass motherfucker. Like, oh, it like.
You should have said, sir, what exactly is my kind? And then
Like-
pull out your phone and start recording.
You fat bitch. What is? Nah, but yeah, he definitely pissed me off. Like, he made me mad because, like, I don't know, his whole, like,
Demeanor?
yeah, he was just like, I don't want any of your kind to be loading up my groceries. And I was like, you bitch. I was like, bro, multiple Mexicans probably touched your groceries before it got loaded into here. Like who else you think picked your shit, bruh? Like,
Just start breathing over the
I was like,
groceries.
I'm sorry, I'll go get somebody else. Two.
Just start coughing on his shit.
And he's like, oh no, I don't want none of that.
There was one time I accidentally flipped off a customer.
Accidentally?
What did you do? Did you go?
That's what I did. I was sitting out there. I just got done taking an order, and they were driving the same car as my sister. So I thought it was my sister messing with me. So I'm just out there like, fuck. And she's like, well, that's one way to greet a customer. I was like, oh.
Oh, so you had to take the order out to that day.
And I was like, oh, I am so sorry, ma'am. What is your name? I thought you were my sister. I'll get you checked in real quick, and I'll go bring your order out right now.
Hey, at least she was chill about it. She would have been somebody else. I need to talk to your manager, or I need to talk to your supervisor.
Oh, I would have gotten fired if it wasn't.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If it wasn't.
Was it a younger customer or was it like older?
I was an old lady.
She's probably done that.
Hey, I'm surprised it was an old lady. She took it light.
She's probably done that once or twice.
She was pretty. It was like in the middle of December, so it was like January. It was like freezing out there, so I don't know.
Man.
I guess she kind of felt bad.
She was like, "I'll take the flip off. It's okay."
Like this, here's this beautiful tropical man out here in the cold.
Tropical man, bro.
Bro, I'm tropical.
Hey, he gonna be like, if I was a Starburst package, I'm not the original flavor. I'm that tropical flavor, bro. You know me. This beautiful tropical man out here.
She probably called her kids after that and said, "You know what just happened?"
No, she was probably, sweetie, you will never believe what happened today.
A beautiful tropical man put me on.
I was very mesmerized by him. You can say it was breathtaking. Oh my God, we're such horrible people, bro. Hey, imagine the customers seeing this. I remember that tropical man. Okay, last topic, and then we'll probably see if you have anything you want to add or he wants to add anything. So, as a shopper, what's the weirdest thing you've had to shop for a customer?
Well, other than the normal condoms and shit, I remember one time we had to go repick some sort of lubricant and a special ring, if you know what I mean, for a customer, because it wasn't the one that they ordered originally.
Hey, I'm sure that guy was way more tropical than you.
Oh, he was doing something a little bit more,
A little more tropical.
That's a little bit too tropical for me.
Did you ever have to pick anything crazy?
Okay, so I haven't really had to pick anything, but I was off the clock and I had to go get some feminine hygiene products, and but I was still wearing my vest because I had just left,
Yeah.
And I was over there, and some younger girl, she was 15, came up to me. She's like, "I need your help," and I was like, "Okay." She was like, "I need the what is it called? The lube that you can't feel anything in your throat." And I was like, I was like, "Oh." I was like, did you try looking it up on the app? And she's like, yeah, it says you'll have some. And I was like, I don't know. I was like, I didn't even know that was a thing. And she's like, oh, and she's with her boyfriend. Her boyfriend's huge. And I'm like, I was like, I would try maybe a different store. Maybe somewhere that can help you. Maybe a sex store. Because this is not the place for you. I was like, and you couldn't even get it from there.
Oh, yeah.
I was
like, why don't you just order it online or have somebody DoorDash it to you, because you're not getting it here.
Yeah.
There was one time, you remember those canoes that sat back there for the longest time?
Oh, yeah.
I remember having to help someone load.
Hey, but let's be realistic. Who the fuck would order some canoes from Walmart when Academy and Dick's Sports sells that shit?
I wouldn't trust Walmart canoes.
What if
they go out and instead of actually working, they go. They just start sinking. It's like, oh shit, what the fuck?
As long as they were back there and as many people who like actually sat in them while they were back there. I'm surprised they weren't cracked.
Wait, what if they were and we just couldn't like notice?
That actually happened.
Wait, who was broken?
I don't know, but if they were, then what you were saying actually happened. They were just going out there, and then all of a sudden they just keep getting low.
They're like, wait, whoa, why is it wet? Oh shit!
They're like, let me get a yours, let me get a yours.
They're trying to get in theirs and they both flip. Nah, okay.
Call the customer service line, they just get some Indians. They're like in the middle of the lake and they had to call somebody.
And what happened? Yeah, we bought some Walmart canoes. Them shits don't work. No, okay, so for me, Jesus, that shit was funny. So it was kind of like, we were like, damn. Like, well, I was surprised, right? I was surprised. Because, okay, so, you know how they have that whole area with all that kind of like supplies and shit, like lube and all that shit, right? Mm-hmm. Bruh. I guess they were having a marathon or some shit, bro. Cause they bought 4 boxes of like the like, how many come into that box? Like 20, 40 of them shits inside the box,
Like the
right?
big one?
Yeah, like the big box. And they got 4 of those, right? And I was like, in my head, right? I was like, God damn, bro, like what the fuck? Like they got those, right? And then they got, I don't know if you ever noticed, but we carry, I mean, the store carries flavored lube. They got 4 bottles, so they got they got 4 bottles. I mean, 4 bottles of that shit, right? And they got 4 boxes of, you know. And then they got one of those like, it wasn't like a like regular vibrator.
Oh,
It was a vibrator.
Oh no.
They got one of those, and then they got like,
They're watching. The people around you are probably like, what the fuck?
yeah. And I was like, I was like, okay, whatever. Like,
You were probably over there for like good 15 minutes.
no,
too.
I was, bro, cause like it was like specific, cause like they have like different sizes of like the lube, the bottles. So I'm having to like look through every fucking bottle and make sure I'm getting the right one. And I'm like, they just see me fucking walking back and forth with these fucking boxes, right?
You're probably
And then-
armed because you have to leave the cart at the end, so you're probably carrying all this.
Yeah, and then, bro, like, I don't know if they were customers looking at
Were
me
you
or
at least
not.
wearing your vest
But
so that
yes,
you? Okay,
yeah,
good.
but like still, you feel awkward because you fucking boxes of fucking condoms, and then they see you with like fucking 4 bottles of lube, and then a fucking vibrator and shit, and then some other shit, and then you're just like, oh,
Bro's
like,
about to go have fun after work.
what? Hey, what if they thought that shit was for me, bro?
That's what I'm saying.
Because it's like, you just, bro, walking back and forth with all that shit. I don't know if people were looking at me or not, but I know it wasn't for me.
Looking at you.
Oh yeah, but I know it wasn't for me, but I felt so awkward. I had that like the urge of just kidding, item not found. I was like, the whole thing. But I was, no, real shit, like I was there for like 15, 20 minutes just getting shit. Cause it was like, it wasn't just that. It was like that shit, and then it was
calls
like,
and complains. It says one of their workers is like,
they pull footage. Oh no, yeah, that was for the order. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. They have to pull the worker to the office. You were stealing shit. No, it was for the order. They have to go look at the log and be like, damn, they ordered all that. But I'm telling you, bro. No, look. Just out of curiosity, let me look it up. Let me see how big the fucking boxes were. But I'm telling you, it was 4 of the fucking big boxes.
I don't know what you need that many condoms for.
Oh, you know probably what it was? I had a guy come, I can't really say that, but I had a person come in and try to get an apartment. Well, he came in and he was like talking to me and he's being very weird. I walked past him to go ask my property manager a question and I like turned around to glance at him. I kid you not, his home screen was 2 naked guys. Fully butt naked, like on his home screen, and he was swiping through, and so all of his home screens, like, cause you know how now on like the update
You can change your.
all of them were naked guys, and I
What
was
the
like,
fuck?
what is going on?
18 naked cowboys in the showers that rain.
No, but listen.
They're riding a train.
No, but listen, this is like where it gets crazier. So then he starts talking to me, and at this point I'm like uncomfortable, and I'm like, what is going on? And he tells me basically what he does before, because he told me that he just like quit his job, like cold turkey, because he's been working there for 18 years and all this. And I'm like, oh, okay, you know, like, so what did you do before? Because I was like trying to buy time, and he was like, I don't really know how the best way is to tell you this, but you know, like a nudist community, like, you know what that is? And I was like, oh, what? What is it called? It's like bear something
I don't know what
ranch.
it's called.
It's in Peaster. And he's saying that he worked there and just, he couldn't take the whole thing because people were just in the pools and stuff. Like, yeah.
Damn.
Disgusting.
So it's probably there. Just saying.
I don't know, something like that.
I mean, actually, now that you say it, it might be that because I found the box. And it's not an ordinary box, it's this one, bro.
They wanted the variety pack.
It was 4 of them bitches. Nah, but
Hold on, I'm going to show you right quick.
if it was there, then why would they buy one vibrator?
Ew.
I'm done. Your turn.
Look at the name. Oh, Poolville. I know it started with a P, not Peaster, Poolville.
Oh, I don't know where that's at. I'm good. I'm glad I don't know where that's at. That's kind of weird, and I'm surprised that something like that is even like in the area.
Well, there's a lot of weird shit around here.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Go to Mineral Wells, you'll find a community without trying.
A fucking a cult of just people like that.
Oh my God! Somebody said that we have a homeless encampment at the back of our apartments the other day, and I was like, "What?" And they were like, "Yes."
Was there?
No! Somebody came in, they were like, hey, we have like a concern, like, before we apply here, and I was like, we were like, oh, like, you know, what was it? And they were like, it said that you'll have like a homeless encampment living like at the back of your property, and I'm like, what? You'd think like I would know if there's a homeless encampment at the back of the property. Do you know what a homeless encampment is?
Like we're just a bunch of homeless people, are right?
Yeah, like they like set up tents and
Yeah,
live,
yeah.
and live, like, and
Yeah,
they
yeah,
set
yeah.
fires and stuff and
Yeah.
live. I'm like, I would think I would know if there was homeless people living at the back of the property. And she was like, oh, okay, I was just kind of worried about it.
That's kind of trippy though. What if there was and you just didn't know about it?
Well, we used to live at the back. I would have seen it. She
No,
said
yeah,
it's
but
been
I'm saying like, what if you just?
Yeah. We
So
could.
it's been there?
Someone said it's been there, but I'm like, I don't. Maybe like at the park. Maybe at like Holland Lake Park, but not at the apartments.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. All right, so I think that was the last topic, the weirdest thing we shopped for. Did anything come to y'all's mind? Anything else, like retail related? Or you, Kaleigh, while he thinks?
One thing that really bugs me, especially as a mechanic, is having someone like stand over you and watch what you're doing.
Oh my
the
God.
whole time. I had to replace this dude's water pump in his truck, and it's like a 4-hour job, and he sits there and keeps trying to talk to me while I'm trying to work. He's like, oh, how long have you been doing this for? It's like, I don't want to have small talk with you.
Yeah, let me work, bitch.
Like, go in the office, go on somewhere. Like, just leave me alone.
She said, actually, it's a safety hazard for you to be over here.
It is, isn't it?
No.
Oh. Yeah.
But, yeah, we don't really enforce many OSHA regulations because we don't have many employees there. So.
Okay.
Yeah, but It is so bad.
Okay,
It's so annoying
continue.
having someone stand over you,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
whenever it's gonna take you more than like an hour to do
To
something.
do something, yeah, because like you just feel like you
And
can't
then-
concentrate, not because you like they're distracting you, but just like their presence, it'll
Yeah.
fuck you up.
That's the whole reason we don't have a lobby at that shop too.
Oh,
We don't have a
that's
lobby.
smart though.
So that people will
Drop
go
off
on
and
get somewhere.
yeah,
Because a lot of these trucks, it takes way too long to do anything.
yeah, for
'Cause you
sure.
gotta
I
take-
mean, anything that has to do with vehicles when it comes to working on them is not like a, unless it's something minor, it's not gonna take.
Unless it's like an oil change or brakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It takes more than an hour to do it, and you don't want to wait more than an hour for that.
Yeah.
So, it's just a little annoying whenever that happens, and I'm sure it happens a lot whenever you're sitting there in retail and you're trying
Yeah.
to load things up. So.
Mm-hmm.
The people who get out say they'll help you, and then they just
All
stand
they do
behind
is
you.
No,
tell you where
okay.
to put it.
There was this one driver. I don't know if he's still working, but there was this one driver that's all he would do. He would step out the car and he would watch you load every single fucking thing. It could be fucking hot as fuck outside. And he would literally just be on his phone, right? And he'd be like this, but with his phone right here, look. I'm like, bro, if you're not gonna help, they're not obligated, but if you're not gonna help, get the fuck back inside your car and get on your phone there. Like, it doesn't make a difference if you're on your phone in the car as if you're out here, but at least give me my space and let me do my shit.
Like, I promise it doesn't make me feel any better.
No,
You know what
bro.
happens to me is these big. Whenever I worked there, these big ass guys would order like cases and cases of water, and then they would get out of their car
And
they're
just watch you,
and they
yeah.
just stand next to me, and I'm like, I'm just a girl trying to get this water in your trunk, and then there's like no room in their trunk. They're like, oh, you could just put it in the back seat. You put it in the back seat, really? Cause like I had a guy who would he ordered like a whole, like I think it was like 5 packs of water and then just cases of soda. I was like, and he was just standing there watching me put it in his car the whole time. And I was like,
The church orders are the worst.
Oh, no. Did you ever have to deal with the bakery order?
Oh, all the time. It's like every
Where it was
week.
like fucking gallons and gallons of fucking
Milk.
milk, and then gallons and gallons of not just milk, but like water, and then like those big cases of like 30 something eggs, like the big boxes. And I'm like, bruh, and sometimes it was so much you had to fucking play Tetris with all the fucking things in the order, trying to fucking move shit and like make it fit.
me and you
Cause like,
took out some like huge ass orders
Yeah,
and had to play
that's a whole-
Tetris with them.
did you ever have to take the order out for test keys?
Yes.
Oh my god!
I think me and
If
you
you
did
never
once.
if you never did that, bro, it was horrible. We had to like literally cover the whole like back cab of a truck, like the actual back part of it, and like, bro, like the whole thing was like if there was no back, it was leveled, where it was just like fucking the 24 packs of Dr. Pepper, the Cokes and everything, and like Sprites, waters, and like a bunch of shit that you would use like for vending machines, but it was like topped off, like there was no space. Bro, we literally had to fucking play Tetris with that shit because we had to make it all
me and
fit
you
there.
took one out together to Teskey's.
Uh,
It was like some place. It was either Teskey's or a food truck. I can't remember.
I don't know what it was.
That's
but-
funny. We work on all their trucks. Like
Oh, really?
yeah, we work on all their trucks.
What the
One
fuck?
of those trucks has probably been loaded with groceries. from
Yeah,
Gio.
bro.
Gio probably loaded one of those trucks with
Yeah,
groceries.
they thankfully they don't have me do any of the orders out anymore. It's more
Really?
like picking or like staging. One thing that really bothers me. One thing that like is the thing that I've noticed that in retail is where you see more of it, and it's insane because it blows my mind. Fucking people's hygiene. Oh my god, bro. Like, fuck the cigarette smell. But I'm talking like
Stains.
dirty motherfuckers, bro. Like, there's like this one lady, right? I don't know if she has some kind of like, not disease, but like some kind of condition or something. she'll pass and she'll be like 3-4 aisles down and you can smell her, bruh. She smells like straight piss. It's so bad. Like,
Don't you have a lady
bad.
that smells like garlic?
Yes, I have a lady that smells like garlic. She's very sweet.
But
Ish. She's very much Italian, like very much Italian. And all she eats is things with garlic. And you opens her mouth, I gag. I can't help it. I'm nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Sorry, I'm just getting a whiff of something in here.
Start looking away.
Start sneezing. See you.
I'm allergic to garlic mouth.
We had a guy who, I don't know if y'all have ever smelled curry. We had a guy who like always ate curry, like before he would come in the office, and when he sat in front of me and he left, I smelled it for at least 2 hours.
Have you ever seen the Indian street food videos? Like, speaking of curry? No.
Nah.
They throw all that shit in like one pan, and they used to feed.
Oh my. Why?
It's
Oh,
all,
hell
it's
no.
all nasty.
Nah,
It's
never
all-
seen that.
You haven't?
Nah.
It's so bad.
Nah, but like I don't know. I don't know if y'all still have to experience it. Well, you said that like that lady, but like I feel like retail is like one of the main places where you're gonna really notice like how many people really don't take care of their hygiene, bro. Cause like there's even people like to me personally, I think it's like worse when a female has really bad hygiene than a guy. I feel like it's more expected for a guy to have like bad hygiene than a girl. But like, bro, I've had like older ladies come up, right? And like, oh, do you know where like jelly is or fucking bread is? And like they come up and you're like, God damn, like that shit, like the smell is like, it hits you in the face and it's like, bro. And like sometimes
You're asking for the wrong thing.
No, you'll see the
Deodorant is
that way. Nah, you'll see the people like coming in, whether it's like females or males or like anybody in general. You'll see that they have like really formal attire, and then you're like, God damn, bro, where the fuck do you work that you have that clothes on, but you smell like shit?
Yeah.
And it's like, and then it'll be like the people that you least expect it sometimes, and they be smelling like ass, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like, out of all the other jobs that I've had, I don't think I've ever had to like deal with so many people with bad hygiene other than retail. Cause I'm telling you, people be stinking.
No, literally, people just don't take care of themselves nowadays. It's gross.
And it's worse in summer, bruh. Cause like that's when that shit be
Smells
smelling.
boiling.
Oh, hell no. And it's like, yeah, can you help me find? God damn, lower them shits down, son. Cause, god damn.
Just pull out a stick of deodorant.
Hey, have you seen that video where they're like at a festival and a guy's just like, when people are like this, they just rub deodorant on their face? You haven't seen it? I'm gonna clip it and I'm gonna add it to this part of the
That's
video.
hilarious.
They're like this in the festivals, like they're on top of people right here, right? You know how people get on top of people's shoulders? And then there's just a random guy with a deodorant. He goes like this. He looks for people and goes. I swear, I'm gonna clip it. Y'all are gonna see it in the podcast. I'll send y'all the clip before I put it, cause like it's funny as hell. But yeah, like I don't know, like it's insane. It's horrible. But
You start giving mints out.
I'm giving free cologne samples. Here's some deodorant. Take one. Take as many as you need. Baby wipes. Everything. Hygienic care kits. I'm gonna start doing that shit and just like tossing them at people and be like, here, this is free. Take it. Complimentary gift on the company. But anything else y'all want to add? I think we're pretty
Retail
much
is
through.
also one of the places where you'll find the most stupid.
Oh yeah, people. Yeah, that's true. They'll be asking the dumbass questions, bro. Like, what do you guys there was this one time, right? I had a customer ask me where we get our milk from.
I don't fucking know.
The cow?
No, but like
From cows.
they were asking like
The farm?
Yeah, and I was like, bitch, I don't fucking know. Like, I shop here. I don't take
You could
care
have
of
said
like.
some black and white large animal that lives probably somewhere, I don't know, maybe west.
No, but yeah, you're right, bro. Retail is one of the worst spots where you'll find the stupidest fucking people. The stupid, and they'll be asking the dumbest fucking questions. Okay, before we finish, now that you just mentioned that, what's been the stupidest question they've asked you? It could be either while working
Well-
retail or right now when you're working on trucks and stuff.
Well,
Think of yours too.
I think. Well, I'm not quite sure. I kind of just put it in the back of my mind when they do something
And
stupid.
you're like, oh my
Yeah,
god.
and I'm like, there's no way someone like that made it into adulthood. There's like, it's usually the customers. Like whenever I actually go and deliver something,
Yeah.
they're like, they ask like some stupid questions sometimes, and I just can't remember what it was.
The people who put gas in a diesel.
Oh, nah,
That is way too common. Well, I get why it happens. You're not really watching.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of get into a rhythm of just, swipe my card, put it in, So
No Diddy.
So I get why that happens, but it is an expensive mistake. Like, and some people just don't understand how bad it is for a diesel truck to be doing that, or like anything that's diesel. The worst one is DEF. DEF will fuck everything. Like diesel exhaust fluid.
Yeah.
That shit will fuck up everything. We had a guy put in DEF into his truck, and he turned the truck on, blew the motor. Like 2024, like Ford, like most expensive truck you could get from Ford, blew the motor. And you can't say that it was like under warranty, because if they find out that it was because you did that, they're not going to cover it. So you have to go into an independent shop, because if you take it to a dealership, they're going to take your warranty away. So we ended up fixing it for him, and he spent another $30,000
Damn.
on top of like a $100,000 truck. So,
Damn. He spent a Urus on the freaking truck. Nah, I think a Urus costs more.
no, I think our Urus is like almost 200. Speaking of Lamborghinis, my boss bought one. Yeah.
Hey, tell him when he gonna let me whip that shit. Jeez. Yeah, fuck it. I'll pay him to rent it out. Let him know.
Okay.
Real talk.
Okay.
I don't have to drive it, as long as he lets me like take a few flicks and shit, have it in the background of a music video. Fuck it. I mean, if he lets me drive it, it wouldn't be too bad. You know what I'm saying?
It's a Huracan Evo,
Ooh.
so it's not like a
Yeah, it's
normal
not.
Huracan.
Yeah.
It sounds good. It sounds real good. I don't think.
Has he let you driven it yet? Or
No.
no? Has he let you
Ride
at
in
least?
it? Not
Yeah.
yet. No Diddy, but
She just got it. She just got it. You ride it? No Diddy.
no. He said he would, but it just hasn't happened yet. He drove it to work once, and then he just parks it.
Yeah,
So it's
you're
more
not
of a-
supposed to drive it that
Yeah,
much.
it's more of like a date car, you know.
Yeah.
Plus, he also has like hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of trucks to drive, so.
Shit.
Not
Hopefully
my
I
thing.
make it at that point someday. Oh yeah, I just have that car for Sunday. Oh yeah, that one's just for Monday. That one's for Friday.
Exactly.
That one's for Tuesday. What about you?
I don't know. I've had a lot of just things
Like, it's
asked.
just one of those things that you just put into the
I
back of your
think-
mind.
I think a common question is like, so what happens if I don't pay my rent? And I'm like,
You get kicked the fuck out.
Well, what happens when you don't pay your cell phone bill, bitch? You have no service.
and I'm like, oh, well, I mean, what do you think? And they're like, well, I don't know. What do y'all do? And I'm like, we give you some time to pay it. And then if you don't pay it, then you get kicked out. Like, what?
All right, this might sound like a stupid question, right? But let's say I'm signing a lease. Hey, buddy. Hey, look at me. Oh, I just risked it up. You see that? No, did he? We're trying to film a podcast here, buddy.
Look how he's standing.
Hey, look, listen to me. Yeah, I'm talking to you, cuz.
He's trying to find him.
Hey, look, listen to me. We trying to film a podcast, okay? And you kind of playing the maracas or some shit over here, okay? So, okay, what I was asking is, let's say somebody doesn't pay their rent, right? How much time do y'all basically...
So,
Shut the fuck up.
You mad because I said you can't play the maracas? I'm sorry.
we give them some time. So basically we go with highest balance before we evict them. So we look at who has the highest balance, and whoever has the highest balance basically gets the boot. And we have to evict at least one person a month. We don't have a choice. So unless we're at zero balance. I mean, if we're at zero balance, there's nobody to evict. So if there's a balance, it's the highest balance. So let's say you didn't pay your rent, but he hasn't paid his rent in 2 months. Well, I'm going to evict him before I evict you. And then next month, you would be the highest, so you just need to make sure it's paid before the next month. You know what I mean? But you get late fees. So.
But, I mean, still, if you think about it, y'all are very reasonable with it, because then that means that you could be 3-4 months behind, but if there's somebody that's 5 months,
Yeah.
of course, yeah, I don't go that far, right?
Generally, no.
But
at
I'm
that
just
point, we would
example.
just start evicting people, multiple people, because, because you have to pay for it. Like, it's not free. Like, we have to pay out of pocket for it. It's like $250 per person.
Damn.
Yeah. So if it's a 4-bedroom apartment and we are only budgeted to have 2 people evicted, well, then we have to find a 2-bedroom that's the highest balance, or a 2 people, 1 apartment that's the highest balance. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But there's just a lot of questions like that. It's like, another question's like whenever they move or they apply, the income requirement. They ask you what the income requirement is, which fair. I need to know how much I need to make.
Yeah.
But then they start asking me, well, if I make this much money, and they'll say like $1,000, but the rent is like $2,500 or something like that. It's not, but say it is.
Yeah.
And they're like, so I make $1,000 a month. Do you think I'll qualify?
No, because if you're making $1,000 a month and your rent is $2,000, where are you getting the other grand from?
Yeah, they do that, and they'll tell me, oh, I make this much, I think I qualify, and I'm looking at them like, you have to make $4,000 to qualify, and you just told me you only make 2. And they're like, yeah, it's fine, I'm just gonna apply, and I'm like, do you have a cosigner? And they're like, no, I'm just gonna apply, I have enough, I make enough, and I'm like, okay, sure, so I'll just take your $75 and we'll just go. Because, I mean, I'm just going to deny you anyways, so.
Damn, bro. There's people
I try
that...
to, like, help people. Because, like, I'm not going to make you pay $75 knowing that you don't qualify.
Yeah.
Only if somebody asks beforehand. Now, I'm not going to ask you how much you make before you apply.
Yeah, for sure.
You have to ask me.
Yeah, because that's like invading their privacy, but, like...
Well, it's not even that. It's just I'm not supposed to ask because I'm supposed to get applicants. It's more money for us. So I'm not going to ask you how much you make, do the math for you, tell you that you're going to get automatically denied. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Unless you, like, hey, like, I'm serious. Like, I really don't make a lot of money. This is how much I make. Do you think I'm going to be able to qualify? I'll tell you straight up, I don't think so. But if you want to try, go ahead and try.
Damn, that's crazy, though.
Yeah.
What happens if you don't pay your rent? What happens if you don't pay your car note?
A lot of people ask what happens if I just move out and not give a notice. And I'm like, you get charged like 3 months worth of your rent if you don't give a notice. They're like, what if I just,
Don't pay it.
Yeah. And I'm like, what do you think?
People are stupid. Nah, I think in my case, I think that was the stupidest question I've gotten. The milk thing. Like, bro, we just fucking get the fucking shit that you need, put it in the totes, get it ready for you, and then somebody else takes it out to you. Like, we're not over here like, oh, we're shopping for this. Oh, yeah, this comes from fucking a farm in New Mexico.
The blue Great Value carton comes from da-da-da-da. The red one comes from da-da-da-da. Oh, the Oak Farms comes from this place, That'd be funny if you whipped
But
out
it's
a
like,
list.
I thought the person was joking, but nah, the person was like dead ass. What you doing, bro? What you doing?
The person,
Freaky ass.
a person asked you where the eggs came from. Or what kind of chicken?
Chicken.
What kind of chicken did the eggs come from?
A turkey, I guess. Nah, but yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of other questions, but I think that's like the dumbest one that I've had people actually ask me. The
I had
fucking
someone
milk
come
one.
in for an oil change, and they asked me if I was going to change the oil.
No! We're changing the fucking, the wiper fluid for you. It'll take about an hour.
It's so, and then there was another guy who was like, so if I bring my own oil, are y'all still going to use your oil?
No. You're bringing yours for a fucking reason, bitch.
If you bring yours, we're using yours. Like, I don't understand how some people think. Dude.
I've had like people ask me, so like we'll put pest control's coming to their door. And then they'll call me and say, hey, I saw the note that pest control's coming on Monday. I just want to know, is pest control coming on Monday? I'm like, I literally told her, I was like, so did the note say they were coming on Monday? And they're like, yeah.
Well, then they're coming on
I was
Monday.
like, that means they're probably going to be there on Monday. They're like, oh, do you know what time? I'm like,
It says it on the note, ma'am.
I mean, I'm sure it says it on
You
there.
read it was Monday. Did you read the time? Or can you not read time, but you can read
Yeah.
words?
Oh, I had something else happen, but I can't remember. It was the carport. Oh, I had a lady. She was crazy. She wasn't my move-in. I had nothing to do with her. I didn't really know of her. I just deal with the carports and garages, so I know that I had to deal with her at that point.
Yeah.
So I had someone come out and they took a picture of her car, and they came up and he's like, "Hey, she's parked in this carport spot. Like, this is my carport spot." And I was like, "Okay, like I'll take care of it." So before I could call her, she calls the office, and I'm like, I say my thing, and I'm like, "How can I help you?" And she's like, "I need someone down here now. Like, y'all need to call the police or something. Somebody's taking pictures of my car." And I'm like, I said, "Was there a possibility that you might be parked in a carport spot?" "No, I've never parked in a carport spot." I was like, "Oh, okay, I have the picture up here. I was actually just about to call you. Unless you want to pay $45 to rent out a carport spot, you can't park in that spot. Somebody pays for it." And she's like, "Well, I didn't ever park in the carport spot." Da, 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 da. She's like, "I want to see the picture." And I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Yeah, if you want to come up here, I'll show you the picture of your car in the spot." She's like, "Well, they were hovering around my car and taking pictures." I said, and I was like, "So where was your car?" And she's like, "It was under the carport." And I was like, "Okay." I said, "Well."
You just admitted and you're still denying it? Come on.
I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Well, you just admitted it, so I'm gonna hang up now."
Hey, you should have been like, aren't you glad you're not a criminal? Because you would have been in jail now.
Should have just gotten her towed.
Yeah, he was trying to be nice because he could have towed her. They have they have.
Bless you.
They have carport letters, so they can tow them. He was being nice, taking a picture so she doesn't get towed. And she's like, "I wasn't parking in the spot," and then calling him crazy and all this and that because he was taking pictures of her car.
Damn. Aggressive ass.
Oh, you remember when we were in Hudson Oaks and you were in the truck and I just got 5% tint all around on my truck. So
Okay.
You can't see in it, okay?
Yeah.
So I parked the truck. I have to go talk to a guy at a tool truck. I went to another dealership.
Oh, yeah.
So I could get something warranted. And so I'm sitting in there, and while I'm sitting in there talking to the dude, she calls me and she's like, "There's some kids out here taking pictures of the truck, and I don't think they realize I'm in here."
No, because he was behind it, and he was like taking pictures, and I'm like, I see him because I have a video. I'll show you the video.
They're saying, "Oh, this shit's sick as fuck."
They were like, some guy was just driving what's it called, a forklift, and he's like, bro. He was like, "Look at this truck, it's dope." And he's like sitting here with his phone taking pictures. He takes a picture from every corner of the truck. Okay, so he gets to the front, and I'm like, "Oh no, what do I do?" So, because like he's now taking a picture, and I'm obviously gonna be in this picture. So I'm like, okay, quick thinking, pick up my phone. So I pick up my phone and act like I was talking to somebody on the phone. That's the only
Wait, the front one isn't.
I don't have windshield.
Okay.
No, he just has a brow, so he can see straight through the front. And when he realized I was in there, he like dropped his phone really quick, put his head down, and walked off so fast.
I'm not on here. I just got it because I don't want you to talk to me.
There's a fucking YouTube video playing on the screen.
No, hey, you just see this like this. You see the fucking lock screen. You're not even talking to anybody. Hey, no, worse if it would have been this.
And the calculator open.
No, hey, fuck the calculator. What if this shit would have opened, bro? The fucking, yeah. She just grabbed it so quick and fucking opened the. Yeah, I'm still in here.
Start filming them.
Hello.
Yeah, they're taking pictures up front. Fucking, nah, that's fucking hilarious, bro. You should have just. Why didn't you think why did you think of the phone and not fucking duck under the seat?
There was nowhere to duck to. I tried, and I was like, fuck, he's gonna see me.
I just see her in the truck. What the fuck do I do? Where do I hide?
He probably saw me in the camera making eye contact with him, like, oh no, he's still.
You should have been like.
The problem is I was recording him.
Hey, he's probably going through this. Wait, she was recording me the whole time and I didn't know?
Well, he couldn't see until he got to the front, but I was recording him the whole time, so when he got around...
she's just on the window. You fucking hear her.
Still rolling the windows down to record them.
Nah, y'all are crazy, bro. That's funny. There was really no space for you to have...
There's nowhere to hide.
Oh, really?
No, because his dash is so low that if I would have gone over, he would have seen me leaning over.
She would have been in the picture. Hi. That's an interesting pose. Nah, bro, that's funny. And this was how long?
Just like last week.
Oh, okay. Anything else y'all need to add? Any other crazy stories?
No, I think that's it off the top of my head.
You?
I think that's it. I think
That's
that's funny.
That's it? All right, well, I guess that'll be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoy. Stay tuned for more episodes. More episodes coming real soon. Sorry that it took so long to get an episode out. I've just been trying to figure out dates with people and schedules don't match. But stay tuned for more content, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye.